I mean, I haven't learned my lesson on not doing the podcast yet. Still working on that. We're like 50 weeks in, so.
Hello, welcome to Geeks and Gaijins. I'm the Gaijin Jon.
I'm the Geek Tom.
Welcome to the podcast where we bring the Japans to you. All to you, and only you. You are a special snowflake. The podcast is actually different for every individual person, Thomas.
Yes, we make custom podcasts. It's our new bespoke podcast model. So far, it's not been very effective, but we're committed to it.
No, it's a lot of work.
It does mean you're not allowed to listen to an episode after this, because that's for someone else. Thank you for tuning in today, but you only get one.
You only get one. You can.
I will apologize in advance that it is this episode. I don't know what this episode's going to be like yet. We haven't recorded it, but I already feel the need to apologize. So
Thomas should also be apologizing because if you can't tell, he is recording on his phone right now. So sorry about that. Yes, I just wanted to make that clear. This is not. We're not going back to classic Thomas, which was a new mic setup every week.
No, it's been a bad couple of weeks for my audio setup for the podcast, unfortunately. Please forgive me. I'm trying my best, I promise.
Well, at least you don't actually give us any money or Patreon bucks. I've heard podcasts that cost a lot more than this have worse audio quality. And I'm a guy sitting under a table with his laptop in the middle of Japan.
Yeah. You actively have to try to have worse audio quality than us, so I'm impressed.
That's us listing all the reasons you shouldn't listen to this podcast. Let's list the reasons that you should.
And what do we have in store for this lucky listener, John?
Canned air. Things that I'm a large fan of. Cicadas. Bzzz.
Not a large fan of those.
Yeah, well, that's not the thing I'm a fan of. A review of a mountain itself, and also the always prevalent snack break, in which I snack all of Japan. It is my ongoing mission.
To out-eat all of the Japanese.
My quest to be the very best, like no one ever was. Dun, dun. Eating all the snacks to understand the Japan that is inside after I eat it, etc.
Nailed it. Love it. Yes. But I feel like if we ever were to get a snack break theme song, it would have to be that in some capacity.
And then we would be sued very much.
But it would be worth it.
Many, many lawsuits. All of them.
I think we would just get one big lawsuit.
That's the thing. I would just go to a place. They chop up your lawsuits into several easily dealt with lawsuits. So to begin with, Thomas, I've got something to give to you.
Oh, really? How kind. What have you got?
It's a lovely present of canned air.
Excuse me? Wait, what?
Yes.
I know you already listed this in the thing, but I just sort of blanked on it because I was like, that doesn't sound right. Are you saying you actually have canned air?
Well, I don't, but Hokuto City in Yamanashi Prefecture does. So this is a prefecture very close to central Tokyo, where it's very famous for its mountain and its valleys. And obviously many people can't go on their usual holidays to these places because of the new incident.
Is it a new incident anymore? It feels like a very old incident.
The ongoing incident.
There we go. That's professional speak right there.
Someone who's listening this in the future, it's 2020. Please choose your incident of choice.
It's a all-you-can-eat incident buffet right now.
Yeah, so this is basically, they're so popular, this place, and they're like, oh no, people can't come. So this city has been canning air to send to people as like a, sorry, you can't come, here's some air.
Japan, we need to talk. I mean, I was a little confused when you started giving each other fruit as presents, but now you're literally just giving people air as gifts, and I don't know what to think of that. I mean, I respect the hustle. I am that much of a cheapskate myself, but I think you're putting a lot of effort into this, and I'm not entirely sure why. Is everything okay at home? Are your needs being met, Japan?
I've got to say, this is not like a big thing. Japan is not on the canned air train. This is specifically...
Give them some time. This has only just started.
This is specifically a novelty, and no, you cannot buy it. I can't go on the internet and order my extremely expensive canned air. Basically, it's 100 sets that have been made combining 3 different types of canned air.
What?
One of them from one in a parking lot near the Yatsugatake Mountains. And
A
then
parking lot.
parking lot
Really?
air.
That was the best they could choose.
You get 3 different types of air. And it was literally just 5 it was literally just 5 city officials with some like canning stuff. And they're just canning the air surrounded by nature with like a special machine. You can find a video of this on the NHK website, and I definitely recommend you do it. So you get 3 different types of air and some sunflower seeds. I don't know why.
Oh, wonderful. Just
Yep.
what I always wanted.
So you can only get them as a gift. There's a general public lottery on the Hokuto City website, which I think so. Either they're being given as gifts to people who want to go and can't, or just like to local people. So you enter like a gift draw, and you might get sent 3 cans of air and some sunflower seeds.
What a grand prize! Oh my god! Just imagine. What you get the grand prize on your, I don't know, say a scratch off or a tombola or whatever it is, and you just get cans of air. Now, what do you do with these cans of air at that point? Because the image I'm getting is obviously you just crack it open and off some fresh air. But what I imagine is more likely to happen in Japan is that you just put these cans of air on the mantelpiece and go, look at this wonderful, expensive gift of air I was given. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, so the idea is supposed to be, you miss nature so much, and you open them up, and poof, nature. So I found where the 3 different sightseeing spots are they're getting the air from. 1 is from a nature park, 2 is from a riverside, and 3 is from the foot of the mountain. So I believe the parking lot is near one of those. And on the cans, this is the best part, they have a QR code printed on them, and you can scan it so people can access a video of the place that they're breathing the air of.
Just really immerse yourself in it. If you absolutely cannot contain yourself anymore and you have to be one with nature, you can put on a video of some landscape. Just snort a can of air.
This is a translated line from one of the representatives. We hope these cans will enable people to enjoy this area with their eyes and their noses.
This is why we can't allow Japan to have virtual reality technology. I mean, there's actually a lot of other reasons we're not allowed to let Japan have virtual reality technology. Far worse, more disturbing reasons. But this also is like they don't know what to do with this power.
Don't worry, fax machines are here to stop VR. That's the whole point they're here.
Yes, we have to make sure that Japan never becomes a technological superpower ever again.
One part of technology they have totally mastered is that of fans. That's the thing I'm a big fan of in the intro, Thomas, if you didn't realize.
Yeah, I'm loving the wordplay in all of this. You've done an excellent job, John. Carry on, please.
If you didn't realize right now, Thomas, it's summer and Japan is really hot. It's
no,
okay.
What?
Note for listeners, I'm from the north of England. I know I don't sound it, but I'm used to a balmy summer of maybe tops 23 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
Like during a heat wave.
My city and prefecture in the last few weeks has been one of the 5 hottest places in all of Japan.
Oh Oh, no.
There was one day we got to 35 degrees Celsius.
Oh, no.
And for
Oh,
our
man.
American listeners, that is a lot.
Uh,
In Fahrenheit, it is 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, there'll be people from Texas going, I barbecue, I put on my sweaters and socks in 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, but here it's like 90% humidity.
yes.
So the staff room in the school that I work and the classrooms have aircon, and they put down aircon to maybe, like, usually it's about 30 degrees, and the aircon will try and take it down to about 27. But they can't air condition the rest of the school because it's huge and it'd be dumb. So when you step out of a classroom into a swimming pool like changing room, it's that of like hot, humid, sticky air. And oh, it's so bad.
Yes, I have been to Florida, John. Please continue the description.
Very famously, Japan is known for fans. Well, China and Japan are known for the foldy, fluffy fans.
The paper
Oh,
fans, yes.
indeed. Japan specifically has a slightly different fan that it's more famous for called an uchiwa fan, which rather than being like one of the collapsible ones, it's a stick with a fan on the end of it with like a circle. It looks a bit like a ping pong bat, but in fan form.
Oh, neat. I've seen these a couple times. I just forgot about them.
Yeah, so these are super popular in Japan, mostly because one, they're useful, and two, businesses give them out to like promote themselves. And also, so they cheaply make them out of plastic, and then the stuff is paper with advertising, come to Jim Tanaka's fish and chip shop. And you can just fan yourself when it's hot and advertise your favorite charcuterie place or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because just like the regular paper fans, you can have some really nice designs on these ones. What are these called again?
These are called uchiwa, or a
Uchiwa.
Japanese rigid fan. But no, so I have one with my bank on it because I gotta let people know what bank I have. Whew. The thing is, that is very old fashioned. Well, it's not. It's a fan. It works. But Japan has electronic fans. Basically, you know those really bad USB fans that you can plug into your computer to like fan
Vaguely.
you? Japan goes all out for this stuff. So I bought
Ooh.
one for maybe 1,000 yen. So I bought an expensive one. Usually they're sold at maybe the 100 yen stores. So usually you get them from about dollars to $3, and they take some batteries to use. And they are like little sticks with proper strong fans on them. I paid some more to get one that was actually USB chargeable, but I literally sit at my desk with this fan in my face, just like, oh my God. And the students have them as well, because you just press a button and you fan your face with these things because it's so hot.
So yeah, your whole classroom just has a background whirring sound the entire time, does it?
Well, yes, but that's without the fans usually. But so much so,
What?
I was intrigued more by some even more interesting things than the basic USB fans. Because these basic things, they're boring. They have a stick you hold on to and the fan you shove in your face. Well, you shove in your face if you're me. But what, Thomas, would you like? A fan necklace.
Huh?
So I'm sending a picture, and this is basically, it rests on the back of your neck, and it holds like two fans up in front of your face. So there's like a battery compartment on the back of your neck, and then like the fans are held up in front of your face.
Oh my God, this is genius! How is this the first I've heard of this? Products with fragrance cotton. Wonderful.
Yep, so this is a neck fan or fan necklace. And these are like not I've not seen anyone using them yet. I've seen them for sale, but I feel like people are too embarrassed to actually wear them in public, as would
It
I
does
be.
look a little odd, I'll admit. I like the fact that there's a bunch of pictures of them being used for people who are exercising, like going for runs and stuff. And I'm just like, these are not securely placed on the body enough to go for a run. These will fall off immediately. Or at least be very annoying.
So Google like fan necklace or something, and because they are absolutely insane. But these are
I
the
mean,
very big thing in Japan.
it's genius. I love it. And if I was in a situation where I needed to constantly fan my face all day, this would be the perfect solution. I do live in Britain, though, so that's never, ever going to come up.
You, of course, all get ones with special characters or like cute little ears on them. One of my co-workers told me about her daughter just wanted to spend her allowance on a special, on a fan.
That's a smart kid. That kid knows what's good for them.
Yeah, sure. and then after that, they wanted some good hydration, some exercise, and going early to bed.
Well, when you put it like that, it seems weird, but
but no. So that is the Japanese fun world of fans. I'm sure we can have more fun time with fans, but that is more what I've been experiencing here in the summer. AKA, it's too hot. Please just put air in my face. Cold air, preferably. I'm not fussy. Well, Thomas, do you know what also I would like in my face?
I don't even know how to begin to answer that question safely, John. Please don't put that.
It's this week's snack break. Get your mind out of the gutter, Thomas.
I mean, that's only like partially my fault. I'll accept up to like 50, maybe 60% of that was my fault. I feel like that was entrapment, John. I'm not okay with taking full responsibility for this.
This is the anime police. You're under arrest.
What do you have for snack break this week, John?
I have potato chips.
Just potato chips?
Yeah, they just seem to be crisps, or crisps as we call them in the UK. But yeah, they are consomme flavor.
Wait, what the heck is
Consomme is what they call like stock, so they're vague meat flavor. It's like what we call like roast chicken flavor. It's the more interesting part is the packaging, which is where I'm going to get you. You can, of course, see all these pictures on the Gaijin Jon Instagram or on our Facebook, which is Geeks and Gaijins.
All right. I mean, you've lured me into a false sense of security so far with your roast chicken crisps that don't seem nearly as weird as usual. So what the? Of course, he's there. God, stupid bear. Ugh.
Yep, Monokuma's having his crisps.
Oh, it's
these are Evangelion branded potato crisps.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
I've just realised I've missed the best part when taking a picture of them.
Go on.
Because look who's on. So it has the big mech on the front, but look who's on the side, surrounded by a picture of potato crisps.
Yes, the big mech from Evangelion. That one particular one. Hey, it's that one. Yes, I have watched Evangelion. I know who this is.
Neither of us have watched Evangelion. I'm sorry.
And I have no intention to.
But yeah, so this is Evangelion. It's, of course, very famous. It came out about 20 years ago. And now in 2020, these aren't old. These are brand new. You can get 4 different kinds of crisps with different Evangelion art on them.
Oh, of course they. Yeah.
They weren't much more expensive than a usual bag of crisps.
Well, they wouldn't be very good promotional material if they were more expensive, I guess.
Yeah, but what also drew me to these was some of the English they have on here, including English on the front. So
that's a whole paragraph of English text. Good job.
Indeed. So they even have consomme flavor on it in English, which I just noticed because it's in red over the top of the head of the red mech. So someone failed graphic design school right there.
Boo. F-.
So this is Japan potato, 100%. Koikeya presents these potato chips with the utmost pride. Inspired by our early days, we have applied the New Pride potato manufacturing method to craft a new Japanese delicacy. Please enjoy our crisp, truly delectable chips made from flavorsome Japanese potatoes.
Oh, this is going to be the finest of dining, I'm sure.
I'm actually going to give them legit props, because that English, that was actual English.
I mean, that was very fancy. I give them props for the translation. Yeah, it's all rubbish.
So yeah, I don't know how to properly open these, because I feel like people buy these for the bags, and I don't
Just
know.
tear it in half, John.
Yeah, no.
Get the scissors out.
What I'm gonna do? Because it's just like.
She's missing a hole in the face anyway.
So yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. Ooh, they smell nice. They smell like kind of meaty crisps. Yep. So those are crisps or potato chips.
Thanks for that description, John. I'm feeling really immersed in this eating experience.
They smell like slightly. They taste like slightly meaty potato chips.
I think that was the point, was it not?
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, they're good crisps. They're good. You could get different flavors. I believe some of the different characters had different flavors. Yeah, so these ones were consomme. You could get a different kind of consomme. You could get so they were you could either get plain flavored or consomme, and I got consomme.
Was Shinji's plain?
Yeah, Shinji's plain. So if you really need to collect them all, all the Japanese potato crisp Evangelion collection.
There's already one person in the universe who's that sad. We don't need two of them. Come on. We don't need people collecting the goddamn Eva crisp packets.
There's literally the side is the character just like posing, surrounded by crisps.
It's kind of surreal, yeah.
It's just it's like something someone would make as a joke, but it's real. It feels like
I'm sure this is what the original artist was intending when they created the Evangelion.
It feels like something is like, hey guys, this is a joke, right? Like what we're making here is a joke. Well, yeah, but like, what if we did do it? But this is a joke. This makes no sense. But money. I see.
There we go. Just wait a few more years and everything in Japan will be Evangelion themed. Don't you worry.
I did see Tanjiro from Kimetsu no Yaiba selling me protein supplements the other day. Want to be big and strong? Get Kimetsu no Yaiba branded supplements.
I mean, I can see what they're going for. Okay. Oh no! What a strange world.
Yep. And there we are. So that is, I give that a your waifu out of 10.
Dang, that's high praise.
Or low praise, depending on your opinion of what I think of your waifu. Once again, specialized rating.
Exactly. It's exactly what we want it to be.
What's exactly what I don't want it to be, and yes, that's a sentence that made sense, is cicadas. Because they're everywhere and they terrify me, and they want to steal my Evangelion crisps. Well, they don't really. You just hear them all the time. I think I heard them for the first time recently as I was driving to school, and I thought my really old car was making weird noises. But it wasn't. It was the cicadas outside in the trees. So for those who don't grow up or live in a place that has cicadas, they are these big old kind of slightly scary looking bugs, but they're generally harmless. But they make so much noise, all the noise. And in Japan, it is generally not considered summertime until you can hear the cicada. And so, especially, I have cicada facts to throw at you, Thomas.
Ooh, looking forward to this. Our last Japan insect rundown went very well. I was definitely enthralled by the prospect of getting to know more about Japanese wildlife.
Yeah, so
I like that you've separated this into its own distinct thing. The cicadas deserve their own platform.
because they're not really a pest, they don't climb into your house. They just live outside and they just want to get down.
And bombard you with sonar.
Yep, it's like they want you. They want to sing you the song of their people. So, first of all, as the history fan in me, cicadas are really important all the way in early Japanese literature. One of the first ladies in the Tale of Genji. Generally, Tale of Genji is one of the first books ever written, and also basically a love story. And a lot of the early story is about the prince Genji trying to sleep with as many women as possible. Yeah, he's the protagonist.
Like a
So
Chad he is.
yes. Oh dear. That's. I one day I will do that like 14-part thing on.
Hold on, you're telling me in however many thousands of years that Japan has existed as a country, their literature has not evolved to the point of one man tries to sleep with a bunch of women.
Until he finds the perfect woman that turns out to be an underage 12-year-old who he raises as his daughter and then
That
marries.
still sounds like modern Japanese literature to me. You could write that today and I'd be like, yep, that's Japan.
Yes. So, one of the first women that he actually doesn't succeed in sleeping with is, which
Hey,
is
get
a
him,
surprise.
girl.
Yeah, she is called Utsusemi, which means empty cicada, or the name for a cicada like shell or a locust shell, because they molt. They tend to leave like their casings around, and when she first runs away from him, she drops like her bedding, like her blankets, and so he holds them and writes a poem about it.
What a simp.
Yeah. And because no one in the story actually has a name, everyone is used some descriptor of them, and so her name throughout it is the lady of the cicada shell.
Gross. Carry on.
Pretty gross. And also, if you're a fan of Animal Crossing, the sound of cicadas, you might not know it until you look it up, but it is just made to be the sound of summer. And also, Japan loves insect catching because they're goddamn everywhere. It's even the origin of many things like Animal Crossing and Pokemon. Japan loves to catch insects and bugs, and you can go to your normal store to go and do things. I am not doing that. I'm bugs scare me.
What about them scares you in particular, John? I mean, they're harmless little beasties, really.
Well, the main one is something called semi-bakudan, which translates maybe to cicada bomb, which
What?
when you're walking down the street, maybe it's dark, maybe it's late at night, and you see a cicada shell out, and like you approach it, and you're like, "Oh, cool, that's just a cicada shell. I can keep on walking."
Oh, I'm gonna write
But
some
then suddenly,
poetry about this.
boom! It's alive. It's not the shell; it's the actual cicada, and they just suddenly, and like they just
Bamboozled
suddenly
again!
yeah, they just suddenly come to life, and they're kind of terrifying because they're big old boys. They're not small.
Wait, how big are they again?
You could probably about the length of my index finger, maybe a.
Ooh! That's a mighty beastie, like, right there. It's a big old boy.
So, and maybe about the width of about two, like my index and my middle finger together. I have quite small hands still. But yeah, so that's including like their wings as well. Oh, they're big old boys.
That's still sizably larger than any of the bugs we have around these parts, at the very least.
Yeah, so lots of people quite like them because they make sounds and like kids like them. But I'm just still nope, nobody knew because bugs and because yeah. And also because this is Japan, please see our earlier episodes where I just think, oh god, there are I went too far on the Google image search, and it's just pictures of people letting cicadas climb all over their face. It's like, nope, not
That's with
doing
Safe
it.
Search on.
My safe search is on, but
Exactly.
I'm in Japan, which just means safe surf is always off somehow.
There is no escape. One
There
day
is
we're
no
going to have a positive story from you about some part of Japanese wildlife, because apparently the cats, the boars, the bears, and all the insects are just out to make your life miserable there.
Well, I did try to escape. I literally tried to escape up a mountain. This is another installment in Jon can't actually travel around Japan because of the incident this summer, so he does the local things. Yay! Come to my prefecture. It's Todori Prefecture. We have
We
no
have
people.
mountains.
We have mountains and no people. We are the least populated prefecture. And the main thing I went to this week is Mount Mitoku, or as it's called in Japanese, Mitoku-san, which literally means like 3. It's meant to mean like on this mountain there are some Buddhist temples, and mi or Mitoku is the kanji for 3, and then it's like blessings. So it's literally like the mountain of 3 blessings. All the 3
Neat.
things, the 3 like ideas crucial to elements of Zen Buddhism. But the important thing about this mountain is it's not just a mountain, because Japan's got loads of those. What
Yeah.
it does have is, I'm going to try and say this right, is Nagevedo Hall and Sambutsuji Temple. Basically, there's a big temple on this mountain, as there are on many. But as you
you do.
climb, you get to the main hall, which is on. There's no other way to describe it. It's just on the side of the mountain.
This is the one on the stilts, right?
Yes. So this is also described and called sometimes as the most dangerous national treasure in Japan. And this is Nagavedo Hall. So this is part of a larger temple complex, but the reason it's so interesting, built 520 meters up on the side of a cliff. Oh, and it was supposed to be built 1300 years ago.
That's very old. I mean,
It,
maybe not like massively for Japanese standards, but still quite old.
Still, for something that is, I find it hard unless, Thomas, please put this in the podcast art. Unless you Google it, it's quite difficult to like get the concept because it's on the side. You can't actually get to it because the whole idea is it's a spiritual pilgrimage to get to it, and like the monks would have to try and get to the temple. You're not allowed. We're not allowed because basically it's not possible without several ladders or a jetpack.
Yeah, you can't even like lower yourself down onto the thing properly because it's got like under an overhang of cliff or something, right?
Yeah. And so apparently legend says that a priest used magic to throw the temple onto the side of the mountain.
I mean, I'm inclined to believe it because I have absolutely no idea how they constructed this thing.
Yep. So this temple literally got Fusro Dard onto a mountain. And so the thing is, to even get to the point where you can take the picture, it's about an hour and a bit climb, which you have to first pay to get into the temple, which is very nice. It's a general Japanese Buddhist temple. You have all the things there. It's 400 yen to get in there. Then it's 800 yen to do the climb. Now, it is legitimately, well, there are elements of it that are quite dangerous. So one, you can't do it by yourself. You have to bring someone else with you. Or you can grab on and annoy some other Japanese people, but don't do that. Don't be that guy. No one likes that guy. So bring a friend. Bring your granny. Or don't bring your granny.
Don't bring your granny.
You
And don't
need
bring any friends you want to keep. They will not forgive you for bringing them up this mountain.
Yeah, so you need shoes that have some kind of grip. They will literally check your shoes at the entrance, or you can buy/rent some gloves and traditional sandals, which have quite a lot of grip. I did it in some walking trainers, some walking shoes that I have, so that was generally fine. Though it was raining the day I did, and through all that, you still need a bit of climbing skills to get up the chains, tree roots, and just stones and boulders that you literally climb through and over to get to this point.
Why? Why would you do this to yourself, Jon?
Because the views are amazing.
Oh, you're one of those people, right? Yeah, I'm
No,
sure.
I don't. I know this sounds really. I know this sounds really dumb, but this is probably one of the most amazing views I've seen in all of Japan. And that was probably because I did go on a rainy day. So don't go on a rainy day. It was really hard. I slipped. I almost died several times. Because there are literal bits where you just have to hang on to the chain and do reverse abseiling with no clips. And then
Oh.
bits you just climb over and slip and go on a dry day. But there are generally just so many amazing views because for most of it you're under a tree line, these huge amazing Japanese trees on paths that sometimes don't even feel like paths. And then you're going up. Luckily and very nicely, all the danger signs are in English as well as Japanese. So you'll know if you're gonna end up yeeting yourself off a mountain.
Yeah, you
Like,
get to know exactly what kind of danger you're putting yourself in instead of just general angry Japanese danger.
yeah. And at the end, you get through it, and you get to you get to see the temple itself. Well, the hall itself, and take your celebratory picture. And all that while you're walking past several different temples. You even go, well, buildings. You walk behind one of the buildings that's in a more accessible cave. You literally walk behind that in the dark part of the cave, and then go round it. It's insane. It is
It does sound
amazing.
really cool.
I did a not unsubstantial part of this on all fours. Uh,
Oh my god.
my trousers looked like they'd been through a landslide, and generally my hands still have marks and splinters from me hanging on. Notably, I should have rented the gloves on the way up there, but I was not paying attention.
Oh, well, now you know. And everyone who's listened to this podcast can know. If you're ever going up a death mountain to see a nice temple in Japan, maybe bring some gloves or rent some.
Yeah, but it did really feel like they give you a special Buddhist sash because you are essentially doing a spiritual pilgrimage, and it's an amazing experience, and it feels like a real achievement to get to the top and to see the temple like in person because you can't really see it from at the bottom of the mountain. Um, so when you get there, it's just a wonderful thing. And there are several viewing platforms you can stop on the way and hang your little feet off the side and onto the chasms below and go, woo, wah. But I definitely recommend it. So if you do ever end up coming to Tottori Prefecture and you do like to climb mountains, I definitely recommend. It's a 40-minute bus from Kureyoshi Station. Take the Mitoku bus to go to Mitoku Mountain. It's about 40 minutes.
Seems self-explanatory.
Yeah. If you are driving like I do, do not follow the Google Maps of the first thing you just Google going Mount Mitoku to go there. Because I did that, and upon arriving at my destination, I realized I was on the wrong side of the mountain. And so I was there talking to my friend who'd very nicely come with me. I was like, I'm really sorry. I think we're on the wrong side of the mountain. And I then drove back 20 minutes to get to the other side.
Oh no.
But no, so that is Mitoku-san Mountain. Well, that was Mount Mitoku. It's an amazing place, and everyone there is lovely. So if you have the chance, do go. Maybe don't take your elderly gran, unless she's like magic, like these Japanese grandmas are. And on that climbing bombshell, I think it's time to end the show.
That climbing cicada bombshell.
Oh, yeah, hopefully it doesn't explode on me. But no, we've been Geeks and Gaijins. Thank you for listening. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, on everywhere you can listen to podcasts. And if you try to listen to us somewhere where we're not, you can't hear us. But please give us a review. I definitely recommend it. Please, and tell us what you think of us. Nicely, please. And if you do, we'll read it out on the podcast. Yay! Not if it's nasty. We won't do that. Well, maybe we will. We'll just make
If
fun
it's
of you.
nasty but really funny,
Yeah.
maybe we'll read it out.
So that's the thing. If you're going to make a nasty, you still have to do 5 stars. You still have to do 5 stars, but you just try to make it as nasty but funny as possible. So that we do. So we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, and Thomas has some fun video essays on there. Generally, also you can find us on Twitch. The days we're not sure currently. We have just finished the epic rundown that was Danganronpa 2. So I might be solo streaming some Danganronpa Ultimate Despair Girls, which is just some stupid Japanese visual novel games. But yeah. Find out about all our in references by watching the streams.
I hope you're doing well. And I hope we'll see you again next week.
Yay! Because we're always here. We're here every Wednesday. And if you have any questions, you can always email us at geeksandgaijins@gmail.com. That's been all from us. Take care.
Party on, dudes.
Sayonara.